My name's host Eric. Host Talking Fifth People. I'm here with number 6 and Nekro. We're going to talk about being in charge of people, having to manage others as part of your job responsibilities.
Shut up, I'm in charge here.
Right. Like that.
Okay.
Is that your technique
Yeah.
of management? Is that your management technique, number 6? Okay, number 6,
Not
what do we
usually.
do? And you're just like, shut up.
Storm the machine gun nest!
Okay, so I have experience being in charge of people. I have experience having other people be in charge of me, and I have experience trying to operate as independently with as little hierarchy as possible. So
That's the way you want to do it. Yeah.
those are my 3 experiences as an employee.
Door number 3.
My first experience was as an employee, and in that capacity, I felt I'd internalized the employee mindset, and I was worried about my boss being mad at me or my supervisor being mad at me, which seems insane now to think about. Like, what was I thinking? Why would you worry about something like that?
Did they have any actual power over you, did you think?
Well, yeah, sometimes I thought so. Or it didn't matter. I just was like,
You just had the anxiety of...
I just did internalize all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm 17 years old. Can you give me some tips about that I should know?
Okay, well, look. The thing is, at some point you might get a job, right?
Yeah, of course.
It depends what kind of job you get. Now, if you're in the public sector, let's say like the a state university or something. Let's say you're a professor at a state university. Well, then you know, it's mostly like networking thing as to whether you get tenure or not and stuff like that. It's a complicated political thing. But if you're working at a regular job, the thing to remember is that the business owner, no matter what, they're either getting more value out of you than you're getting from them, or you're not working for them anymore. One way or the other. Okay? It doesn't matter anything else to the business owner. If in fact you're providing more value than he's paying you to him, then it doesn't matter what you do if you have a smart business owner. Now, sometimes you get a fussy one. You don't want to work for them, right?
Yes.
You need to go in and say, when you go into a job interview, you say right away, look, I'm looking to work at a place that evaluates me on my job performance. I'm going to do an excellent job compared to my colleagues. But I'm going to do it in a lot of unconventional ways. So I don't respond well to a lot of direct supervision, and I understand that I got to meet certain deadlines and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I need a place that understands they got to hire me because I provide more value than they pay me.
Yeah, I'm sick of all the dead lions. Just get rid of them. They're starting to stink.
Yeah, deadlines. So, I mean, the thing is, sometimes they're natural deadlines are fine. This is the problem I have. Like all ENTPs have. We have a problem with unnatural deadlines, with unnatural states of affairs. What actually needs to be done here? What's the actual thing that needs to be accomplished well to get our actual desired outcome? That's not all this other bullshit that you want to talk about that you think is important. What's the actual desired outcome that we're trying to get done here?
Yeah, I think NTJs have that problem too, of being like, they want the efficiency and the actual results.
Right. Well, I think for ENTPs, we want to do as little work as possible.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no reason to do all this fucking long ways that you do shit, you know? When we can just half-ass it if you just tell us what we're supposed to accomplish.
Yeah, they're all, I have a contingency plan for my contingency plan.
Right.
It's brilliant.
I've got a contingency plan for your mom's ass. Okay.
Bring it over here.
That's the key, Nekro. Sorry, not Nekro. You need to tell your supervisor, I've got a contingency plan for your mom's ass. And then you get a promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely get a promotion.
You'll probably be under her ass, but you know, it's a promotion.
Yeah, you don't want to be on top of it. Okay. Now, anyway, the point is, ideally you don't work as an employee, but if you do, ideally you work for an employer who's telling you this shit right off the bat. Like my people I got working for me, to the extent of their employee status, I try to make it clear, I need you to do this stuff for a while, but I really want you to generate enough client interest on your own that you can sort of be a totally autonomous fiefdom, and I'll just take a fairly small cut, pretty small, really. Yeah. Generously small cut, in order to see you guys.
99%. Yeah.
No, I would normally take 20%, right? Because
yeah, that's fair.
It's fair, but with one thing I got set up right now, I'm only taking even 10% because I don't. But see, I don't expect to have to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't have to do a goddamn thing. That's the whole point of it. That's why I set it up like that. I'll just do 10%, but you guys actually have to do everything. Yeah. I'm not going to help you. I'm lazy.
That's the dream. Yeah.
I want to lazily get that 10%. I want to feel guilty about taking that 10%. That's how little I want to do. Okay. So, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, work stuff. Being in charge of people.
Authority wasn't originally, or
yeah. So have you experienced number 6 as a fellow ENTP? Have you experienced bristling under authority that you see as inadequately clear-minded to be telling you anything, really? Have you experienced that?
Yeah, mostly. I tried to avoid it. I work for myself now, which is the dream.
Do you gather poop?
But for a while, people usually didn't bother me. They just let me do what I needed to do and get done. So
they understood it wasn't worth it.
I had hands off. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
After a couple,
because they didn't want to deal with the blowback. Yeah.
After a couple of foolishly overly optimistic attempts to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
6. Hi, it's me, Judy. Yeah, your supervisor.
Oh, hey, Judy. How are you?
Number 6. Remember when we talked about the deadline for that one proposal? Remember we talked about
the deadline, yes.
And it's coming up really
on the
quick.
Serengeti.
Do you have anything to show me yet? Because remember, it's coming up in about 1 week. I really need to look that over before we go to meeting with them.
Well, when I get around to it, I'm still looking for the round to it, and I have that.
Number 6.
You'll be the first to know.
What can you give me some sort of heads up on when that might be? Will be today?
Before too long.
Before too long, huh?
In the near distant future.
Number 6, you are walking on thin ice! Storm
Got it handled. There we go.
Are you worried right now, number 6? It sounds to me like you're walking on thin ice, mister.
Nah, I have some of those contingency plans, too.
Oh, you got some contingencies as well, okay.
Yeah, you gotta have contingencies.
Have you had to boss people around, number 6?
Only a little bit.
I mean,
I usually trust in them to do what needs to be done.
But I mean,
and if they don't...
You've had to be in that position of being the boss of other people.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so how do you feel about it sort of philosophically? How do you go about it in actually executing it and stuff like that? Talk about it a little bit.
Okay. Well, you get this shit done, or else.
I mean...
But no, it's more of a case of hands off and you trust in their abilities, and then, you guide them when you see that they're fucking up.
Dude.
But mostly let them fuck up.
No, dude, no. What are you doing? Oh my god, what are you doing? Well, you said blah, blah, blah. I didn't mean that, fuckface. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Is that how you correct people?
Yeah. You shit for brains, god damn you!
Why?
There's a special place in hell for you!
Why in the Lord's name did your birthing doctor replace your brains with your afterbirth? I do not know.
Why didn't your mother swallow you?
They should have set you up for the wolves when you were born.
Why did you see Hysterectomy the musical?
Okay, Bob. You gave me these tickets. You swore it was gonna be good, Bob.
Now these tickets are going straight up your ass, Bob! No lube!
The thing is, like, I don't know about number 6, but I have zero expectation of, like, politeness towards me or something, right? I expect everybody to bust my chops like I bust theirs.
Oh yeah, you want them to be blunt.
However, there's
honest.
a moment where all of a sudden I get hypocritical. I'm just like, no, fuck this. Shut up. You do this. You know, like, but that's just how you got to be sometimes. It's when the TE kicks in. The extrovert thinking kicks in. I don't really like it, but sometimes you got to use it.
Yeah, when you know that they're going to fuck it all up royally, you got to step in.
Oh my god, you guys are going to fuck up everything. Fun.
Yeah. We're all going to die. You're going to breach the hall.
I had a meeting with Abraham and Kunkel the other day, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or whatever it was. And I told Abraham, move him from the weekly thing to 2-day camps. And he brought this fucking schedule and it still had the weekly thing on it. And I think I probably told him conflicting things. You know, I probably told him both. I'm probably like, no, I do this. But at the time, I wasn't feeling like being particularly accuracy checking in my own head about shit. And I was just like, if, you know, like the partners there and everybody, I'm like, hit my hand on the table. God,
like you should have known.
I told you to take that fucking thing out. That's just
now bend over. It's going up your ass.
But the thing is, I don't know what to say about it. It's just, if you just say what you're actually thinking all the time, people
will want you dead.
They just have to live with it. I don't know, or something like that, right? And then they get used to you being like that. Oh, that's just Eric, and you get a pass for everything.
That's the boss privilege, obviously.
I had it as a director too. I eventually did get fired, but for bullshit, unrelated reasons to my acting this way. Occasionally, she'd be like, Eric, can you curse less in class, please?" I'd be like, maybe a little bit.
What grade was it? Like grade school then, or?
No, I got middle schoolers.
Oh, they can handle it.
Of course, yeah. That's the thing. I have a rule that says, no F-bombs for 5th graders, and no cursing below 5th grade, and F-bombs okay for 6th grade and up.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Maybe even reason a cow.
It is.
Yeah.
It's reasonable. So if other people don't like it, I tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. At a 5th grade level. Yeah.
No, I tell the 5th graders to go F themselves because they're no F-bombs, no actual F-bombs. Go F yourself, 5th grader. So it's
5th grader.
Okay, so and I don't actually tell 5th graders. I don't tell any of the students to go fuck themselves. Okay, I want to make that clear for the record. I'm serious about trying to empower all my students to the best of my ability. It's something I'm really serious about. So I make a lot of jokes like that. Understand, I do the best I possibly can for my students. Thanks for watching Talk with Famous People, and don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.